Okay, just getting things set up, guys. Too much white, so bear with me a second. I got too much white going off here. That's what it's reflecting on me on the video, because it's quite dark tonight. Okay. What can I do to reduce that? Turn that down. Get rid of that white there. Okay. So we'll just wait for the top of the hour before I start, guys, and then we'll get going. A few more minutes left yet. Going to go through a few things today. We're going to be looking at the apprenticeship scheme. We've got 13 people on there all ready to start next year. Going to go through that. Still got a few places left. And then we're going to be looking at the new Guardian zones and the VWAP Predator. So we're just going to wait. I did start a little early. So very, very excited about the apprenticeship, because I will be teaching everything I know about every strategy and every indicator, including the new ones. So I've already prepared everything until the end of May. I'm that anal. So that's ready to go. So a couple more minutes, then we'll get going. How's everybody? Vic, George, Louise? Oh, chat is disabled again. Hang on a second. Oh. This new default with Zoom isn't fantastic, is it? You just bear with me, guys. Okay, so the chat should be enabled now, guys. Just check it on Zoom. There we go. Perfect. Okay, guys, top of the hour. I'm going to get going. So I've got about 40 minutes. My wife's away this week and the dogs are downstairs, and we've got a new puppy and they need to go out walkies and all that sort of stuff. Hi, Louise. Hey, George. So I'm just going to go through briefly, just an update. We have, you can see, 13 people ready for the apprenticeship next year. We're going to be learning everything. So we've got sessions on the markets. So when we look at this, it's all online plus live sessions. We're going to be looking at markets and correlations, economic calendar, economic data, all that sort of thing. We're going to be looking at behavior, price action, volume and behavior, the charts, and then we get into the manager. Then we talk about the bias depth heat map. Then we're going to do quite a few sessions on the range breakout, then the automated range breakout, strategy builder. Then we go on to roller coaster, the automated strategy builder for roller coaster, then xBrat, just starting to work on that now. We're going to tie in the new Guardian zones. We're going to tie in the new VWAP. We're going to look at Elliott wave, the bits, every single strategy and indicator will be covered. So by the end of 2023, we will have some super users, some really, really strong traders with trading the software. So this will be the only chance to do it live with me, because two of those guys I will choose to come and work for me full time, and they will be then doing the live sessions as part of their job for the apprenticeship program moving forward. And that apprenticeship program won't be $2,300. It will be $25,000 for a whole year with the software. So this is the only time, because I needed to get a good cohort together, that this deal is available. That said, let's move away from there. Again, on the how it works is, for example, this is week 2, volume, price action, behavior. There's online training sessions during that week, and then on the Saturday there's a live session, which is recorded because not everybody will be able to make it every single time. Then we do a week of practice and homework, observations. Then we go on to the next thing, correlations. Do the theory, do the live session, then do the practice, and then we go through to market correlations, the observe and homework, then the manager, theory, live session, practice, observations, flows through every single time. So they're all loaded up and ready, and I'm still working on some now to do that. So I want to give you a bit of an insight on some of the new developments for the new year. We have the VWAP Predator, which I'm going to do first, by the way. So VWAP Predator, what it is. So volume weighted average price is a lot of the time used for longer term investors. Looking, if you're above it, we're still bullish. If we're below, we're still bearish. But if you think about it, some of the logic that we use for behavior with accumulation and distribution candles, if we talk about higher than average volume, lower than average volume, we can actually use this to day trade. Okay, really, really strong. Been working on this for quite some time. The first version is out and will be available very, very soon for Tradingview. So I'm going to actually, let's just take these examples today from pre-market. I'm just going to move that out of the way. There's just some slight changes I want to make. You'll see the buy candles are colored in blue, the sell candles are colored in pink. I want these not colored in at all, so that's where I'm going on that. So we have the VWAP in the dotted line there, and we have bullish zones above, bearish zones below. Now, when we look at the logic of volume weighted average price and volume, accumulation, distribution candles, higher than average volume, we can actually say there are times when there's great times for a move. Okay, so let's talk about these. This is ES on the 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go down, go zoom in a little bit. So the signal candle only occurs if, for example, if so long, if it's an accumulation candle and it has higher than average volume, and it opens in one zone and closes in another. It will only go long, though, if it closes in a bullish zone. So that's the buy signal there. The sell signal, conversely, the first one here is distribution candle, higher than average volume candle, opens in this bearish zone, closes in this bearish zone, boom, yeah, pulls back, meets the cloud. Part of the manager's built into this now, so you can actually manage these VWAP trades, okay? So ES here, that was the entry at that point for this short, and the green went there, 31 ticks. That was pretty good. Then we go again. So we get a sell signal here. We go all the way down, 37 ticks. That's 67 ticks before the markets have opened, okay? We get a buy signal at this point here. Got the highs there, 78 ticks going into the open. Really good move there. Or if you look for the thing where we're about 10 ticks there. Sell signal getting that taken in because you go below the candle. Sell signal here, recent one, got taken in. We're still in this trade, just. Definitely at break even. The cloud's just about to turn, or the ribbon maybe. We're at 22 ticks. 100 ticks on ES today with a VWAP. With a VWAP Predator. Very, very cool. That's on the 3-minute. I want to go to stocks now on the 5-minute. Okay. So no signals on Apple today, but yesterday, there's the sell signal in pink. That's the move down. Go all the way into the close. Okay. Great signal. Oil, 4-minute time frame. This is me. I traded this today. I wanted to show you that we can also look at a strategy where you take a target. So many ticks. So we've got a sell signal here. Okay. It was a distribution candle. It was higher than average volume. It opened in one bearish zone and closed in another. So it crossed the zone. There's a 30-tick move. We came back up. We got a buy signal here. Again, this time is accumulation. This time it's higher than average volume. We start off in this zone, close in a positive zone. We take a 30-tick move. We get another buy signal at this point here. That does trigger, pulls down. Cloud doesn't turn to red. That's a 30-tick move. Okay. This next buy signal you don't take because it's actually doesn't take us in the trade. Sell signal doesn't take us in the trade. Buy signal, remember, we're going 1 or 2 ticks above the signal candle, doesn't take us in the trade. And now I've missed these because I was working. Let's just look at this. Let's just clone this. And let's just move this down. We got a sell signal here, 30 ticks. Or at this point, you're still in it if you're using the ribbon, and that current trade is at 96 ticks, so 100 ticks. So oil today, 4-minute time frame, VWAP Predator, 190 ticks, $1,900. It will be available for Motive Wave at some point as well. We started on Tradingview because that's where the majority of our customers are. And then we'll be looking at NinjaTrader and Motive Wave and TradeStation. So VWAP is always there, George. That's that blue line. The volume weighted average price is there. Yeah. If we can then zone that with some technology that we've got to actually give you these zones, so bearish zones here, bullish zones here, the price will move between them. But then we take that logic that we do with, that we use all the time now, and I've used it for a long time, about volume. So that volume with that price action, that accumulation distribution candles. So market conditions are, this is good for scalping and day trading. Okay. These are different types of, this is a different type of strategy to xBrat algo. Okay. So xBrat algo probably wouldn't have got all of those trades. This is one where you can either let it run or put strict targets on and accumulate trades during the day. Don't get greedy. You're aware xBrat algo could run for quite a long time. The range breakout trades the range. Yeah, you do the breakout. Okay. The range breakout today for CL was at 9 o'clock. At this point here, that wouldn't have traded because we kept in the range for a while. So it came range bound. This actually moved pretty well, and we got some good moves down here. So it's a different type of strategy for different market conditions on lower time frames. xBrat algo may not have got trades in there today. I can put that on right now if you wish. Let me just have a look. It's not going to be a true effect because these aren't Fibonacci candles and normal candles. So where's the xBrat algo? There it is. Did that go on? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So we didn't get the sell. We got the long late on the xBrat algo. We didn't get this long. It gave you the signal for this sell, but it wasn't a trade in the end of the day, and it didn't give you this xBrat signal for this. So again, it's different types of market conditions. And what we're trying to do with the xBrat range of indicators is give you continual trading opportunities depending on the market conditions. So like me, I've got 6 monitors. Okay. When you're trading like this, you're going to have VWAP on one, xBrat on the other, the range breakout for specific times of the day on another chart. You're going to have the roller coaster. There's different market conditions, but if you've got all of these trading indicators, there's no reason why you wouldn't trade during the day. Okay, because they're different types of strategies and they're really, really strong. Go to forex. Those forex traders, this has been brilliant today, absolutely brilliant. So the euro US dollar trades really well during the European morning. We get a buy signal at this point here. Okay, again, it's a blue candle. We go long just above that blue candle. We just tipping out on the second of that range there, pulls back down. We do get a red, so we take the profit here. We get another blue candle. We trade there all the way to the ribbon turns red here. We get another blue buy candle here. We trade all the way up to this point here. Okay, really, really, really strong. So no sell signals right now. So that's where we are with that. Okay, so what I want you to do now, guys, is give me something that you trade, okay? An instrument that you trade that we've not looked at this point. We'll whack it on the chart and we'll have a look and see how it's doing. SPX, you would pick one of those, wouldn't you? I don't think I've got the data for this on TradingView. Is it delayed? Maybe. Oh. Yesterday was phenomenal. Sell signal at this point here. Go short. The ribbon actually just turns green down here. There was another opportunity to go short at this point. Now, one thing I would like to note here, this would have got tiptoed in, wouldn't have taken the stop out because the stop's above the pivot, came all the way down to take here. Nice short signal there. That was a break even. Today, there's been a sell signal here where we've gone from the bullish zone open, closed in the bearish zone, short signal down to this point here. In fact, this is still in because it's going a little bit sideways here and the ribbon is still red. So, Colin, it will be available for NT8 in the new year. We've just, it was tough to get the logic correct first, so we used TradingView to do that. That will be on sale tomorrow, I think. And then NinjaTrader is next. And then we will look at Motive Wave and TradeStation as well. No problem. So you don't know these zones are already drawn in. This does everything for you. VR. So these zones are already drawn in. You load up the indicator and they're already there. This just prints as it is. Okay, so these zones change automatically. Yeah. Yes, it is being recorded. So we had a couple of stocks there, didn't we? We had BA. So let's just go to BA on the stocks. Probably 5 minute, 3 minute. It looks a bit gappy on the 3 minute. Wow. Okay, we've had some fantastic days recently. So we had a buy signal at this point here, and that went long all the way into the close. This sell signal here, it didn't break the low on the next candle, so there was no trade. Buy signal here was good. Okay. Went sideways for a while, but that was good, profitable when it changed there. Buy signal here was a little run. To be honest, I don't like to trade in the last hour of the session anyway. Sell signal on the 6th of December was reasonably good. It's probably break even, that one. This was a better one down here. And then today, buy signal didn't get taken in because we didn't breach the high. The sell signal didn't get taken in because we didn't breach the low. And this is a good thing about volume weighted average price, and then using that logic of volume and price action that I've always taught to actually see that this just returned and it's going sideways. No trade there today. Let's have a quick look at Lulu. Sell signal didn't get taken in today. Oh, the sell signals yesterday went short all the way into the close. Phenomenal there on the 5 minute. Bit of a choppy day previous day, but that initial sell was really, really good. The buy signal was probably a break even. The sell signal didn't get taken in. So this is important, guys. Okay, when we're using this, there's a sell signal at this point. So what we do is we have a start line below the low of the sell. So it doesn't actually get taken in until this candle, okay? Profit can be taken at around this candle, okay? We don't trade into the close. So we're going to look at RTY. And pretty much of a muchness there. Oh, it's been scrappy today. Buy signal here was pretty good. That was a big move for the open. There was a couple of buys here. So when we look at this one pre-market, that one just got tucked in there, but the stop was at that point, and stop never got taken out. Buy signal for that one never got taken in. For this one, it got tucked in. Stop again. We could just really go to use this previous pivot. That was a big move on RTY. How many ticks was that? 111 ticks, something like that at the open. If you get a VWAP signal, you want to be at 50, 60, maybe 100 ticks, and just have a target to go. So for Tradingview, it will be ready for purchase tomorrow. They're not quite standard, Louis. There's a certain amount of logic that needs to be required to alter those zones, so we get decent signals with those accumulation distribution candles higher and lower than average volume. So the VWAP is pretty much standard anywhere you find it. The zones, the signals, the way we measure that volume to get the signals is proprietary. It's where we go. George, on the apprenticeship, you've got to be quick because first live session is the 17th of December. Paul at globaltradingsoftware.com. Okay. That's got to be done this week, because next Saturday I'm away in Gibraltar for my wedding anniversary for 3 days next week, and on the Saturday we start. Right, the VWAP will be, yes, George, but we're doing a pre-launch session to go through any questions and look at the online learning management system and all that sort of stuff. Okay, and I'm away for Christmas. So Fred, yes, the VWAP will be part of the apprenticeship, and the support and resistance zones, which we're going to go through now, will be part of it during the year, but you won't get access after that because it's a lease product and not a lifetime license. Okay, but the VWAP is a lifetime license, so that will be included as well. So let's have a look at these zones and let's talk through them. So for many, many years, and some of you have known me for many, many years, I've always tried to teach the support and resistance zones with certain logic of how many touches on pivots and all those sort of things. And then looking at multiple time frames to understand where those pivots are strong. So if we're on a 12-minute Heikin-Ashi with platinum right now, for example, I can put the weekly, the daily, the 60, the 30, and the 15-minute zones on as well. Okay, really see where that strength is. And I can actually take some of those off. So I could actually take off the weekly, the daily, even the 60-minute zones if I wanted to. Okay, and what the idea behind this is, it takes my logic of all the way I look and put support and resistance zones on, but then it takes it to the next level, because if those support and resistance zones aren't tested for so many candles, or a percentage price for so many candles, there's lots of logic in there, actually takes it off. Okay, because it's no longer relevant. We can actually show the previous zones as well. Okay, look how strongly support is there. Okay, so they're the previous zones. We go back a little further and we can look at those previous zones there as well. So the idea this is a cool tool to keep you out of trouble. Okay, no matter what trading strategy you are trading, signal strategy, you need to understand where those support and resistance zones are. So this 5 and 6 star xBrat algo, we don't go long into resistance. If we did, we'd have been in trouble. With this 6 star sell, we've got a big support here. Is that just a 15 or a 15? No, it's a 15 and a 30-minute support zone there. So our entry is just below that support zone, just to make sure that we're good. And that was a fantastic move. We come back up to test a resistance zone there to the tick, come back down, 5, 6 star sell, take the short, got lots of fresh air. We're coming back up, 5 star buy. We're going into resistance here. We don't take the trade. 5, 6 star sell. We got a bit of fresh air. We could take it, but when it hits there, we're going to take the profit. 6 star sell, not interested, not shorting into support. 5 star buy comes up. We've got a little bit of fresh air to this one here. It's not massive, but if you want to be ultra safe, take the 6 star buy here. A little bit of fresh air to the next one. If you want, stay out. That's platinum, for example. We can even look at that on SPY with the roller coaster. So if I just put the daily on there, you can see for something like this with Unirenko, the daily is not really going to be helpful for us, so we can take that off. We could even take the 60 off. So we're just leaving the 30 and the 15 on there. And the idea is so you can trade into fresh air. That is the idea with this, okay? So this is the bits, for example, okay, on the 5-minute on ES, yeah. So again, at the moment, we've got 60, I've got the daily on there now and the weekly zones. So we don't really, if we're doing breakout trading, we don't need the weekly or the daily zones. Okay, we can switch them off. If we switch the 60 minutes off, what does that leave us? Some decent framing for trading. Okay, decent framing for trading. We can even look at it at Costco on the daily. Look how these zones are hot snot. Okay, this has taken months and months for the developer to develop the logic to put the zones on as I do. Okay. And the reason why they're called guardian zones is to help you stay safe. Okay. That is the idea. That's why they're called guardian zones. Okay. So for example, daily time frame, 6 hours short, closes in the support zone. Wait for it to push through, because sometimes it may not. Take the short. We get long signals on the daily time frame. We're not going to take those because we're into the resistance. We've got to make sure we clear the resistance. Now we've got a 6 hour short. We've got a decent bit of fresh air to the next support zone. We take the short. What's CL on here? Okay, let's have a look at CL. So these are all the zones, okay? So CL 1 minute Heikin-Ashi. We don't need the weekly or the daily, okay, for a start. Yeah. Now, do we need the 60-minute? Let's just take that off. I'd say they're pretty good, solid zones here. So, you know, we only trade within the zones on this 1 minute. Yeah. Very, very simple. NQ on Heikin-Ashi roller coaster. That's probably the wrong type of chart for that one. Let's have a look at NQ on 200 tick. Have a look. No, not in the groove there. It was yesterday. Now, prime example. Okay. Prime example here. You feel confident when you've got these zones and you've been using it for a couple of months and things like that. When you get signals to go short and you've got plenty of space to the next zone, you're going to go, okay? This short here, you don't take because you're not shorting into support. This short here has just hit this resistance zone. It was a little winner. The long didn't get taken in. But when it gets and comes and tests a strong zone from multiple time frames. So this is, let's just take the weekly, the daily, and a 60 off. Okay, that's a 30, 50, and a 15-minute support zone. Look at the result there. Really big trade. Yeah. And then we get a short, lots of fresh air, goes down again. Test that same support zone. And where we get the overlaps, if I just take the 30-minute off here and the 15, where we get these overlaps of the current time frame, this is really, really strong. And look at the move up from there. Really, really strong. So for day trading and scalping, you will need it looks at the current time frame that you're on, and then you'll need 15 and 30 minutes minimum. But you could always then click on 60 for any sort of confirmation. Okay, and that's crucial. So we don't need the weekly and the daily zones. It's always good to start off with those so we can see, for example, this is really, really strong support. We are not going to be taking any short trades going into here. Okay, no way near. Stay out. Okay. You can even take the 60 off and then just trade there. Just trade the longs. Yes, it does work with Elliott Wave Indicator Suite. So let's have a look on Costco and let's put, have I got it on there or not yet? I think I do. F5. There you go. Tradingview tomorrow. So, oh no, sorry, the support resistance zones, unsure. It's going to be a month to 6 weeks because the logic is so difficult. NinjaTrader is first. So Costco on the daily, we came back down, got a wave 4 into here. This helps us then really decide on entry strategies here as well. So it's not all about getting in a fifth wave move really, really quickly, okay, on the daily time frame. It's about understanding when we actually push through, close through, then we can go long, okay? Really, really strong. Let's have a look at a different stock. Let's have a look at Microsoft, maybe. not trending at the moment. There's no Elliott wave there. Let's see, did we, oh, down here somewhere. Yeah. See the weekly zone down here in dark purple, very, very strong. Look how it bounced off there initially. And then when it pushed through, we're now trapped in these zones here as well. Let's look at Visa. Wow. Okay. So this wave 4 came back to test that zone. Not only that, came to test the weekly zone as well, and then bounced back up massively. And look where the 5th wave target zone was, and it hit at the resistance zone. It's not freaky because it's science. It's 25 years of experience of drawing these zones and then getting some nerd to write that logic into code, and then me sending it back saying it's wrong, do this, sending it back, it's wrong, doing that, me trying to break it. And that's what it's all about. It's trying to get them really, really, really strong and sticky zones. GBP US dollar, for example. Let's go for 2 minutes. It's that quick. It does, you know, it does them really, really quick. We can see here, look, we're going into this resistance. We've got daily. If I just switch the daily off, you see that grey disappear. We've got 60 minutes, okay? 30 minutes. Take away the 15-minute, and that's the current time frame zones. Then we can add the 15-minute just to give us some real sort of strong. I mean, this one's really good coming out of here. Really, really good. And again, I don't trade GBP US dollar, so I don't know the best time frame for it. But again, zones are very, very sticky. SPY, again, I'm not overly sure. I mean, to be honest, with a roller coaster, this is pretty hot. I mean, look at this coming down to test this zone. And it's not just this zone, it's also the 15-minute zone. If I take the 15 off, okay, that's the current time frame zone. And then we put the 15-minute on, really strong. They're the trades, yeah. We can get, you know, reasonably good trades within here, but when they come and test the zone and bounce off, they're stronger. Okay, they're really, really strong. This one here, really strong. You see, this didn't appear at that time, okay, because we're live now. But Apple, I mean, look at Apple, 15-minute Heikin-Ashi. Look at these zones, really, really strong. We're at support right now. So you've got to be saying to yourself, you know, this is Apple on the 15-minute Heikin-Ashi. I can take the weekly zones off. I can take the daily zones off. I'm quite happy with those zones. If I get a signal long coming from here, xBrat algo, roller coaster, whatever it is on that 15-minute, I may take a trade and actually look to carry that over, because we know, look at the recent action that's come down to test. This is the 30 and the 15-minute zone converged, okay, and then it takes it back up again. We don't take this long. Why? Because we're going long into resistance. In the end, it was a failure. Okay. Signals, no matter whether you're using the xBrat signals or anything else, they do not take into consideration support and resistance zones. Okay. And this is what I've been trying to get through to you guys for God knows 8 years now. Okay. Since I retired and started this hobby, which is now a serious business. Support and resistance of framing your charts is important. And finally, we've been able to nail the logic to get them on for you. It could do, but we're not going to develop it for that platform. Obviously, you're going to just have to use it on a charting platform that you have it for. And Tradingview is available. I think actually, I think John's put it live already on the website. Let me have a look. Yes, he has. Okay, so it is ready for, it is available now for Tradingview. Yeah, put the link in there. Please allow 24 to 48 hours to get switched on, but you will get switched on. So it's now available for Tradingview. That's pretty cool. Got a good team behind me. Right. I've got 5-10 minutes before I have to go, guys, because the dogs, it's silly season right now. We're going away, and I've got a lot of travel plans for January, and there's just a lot going on. So I've got 10 minutes, got to go and take the dogs for a walk and everything like that. So I want you to give me something that you trade that you've not seen for the support and resistance zones, and let's work through it, okay? The Guardian zones will be something, we haven't set a price yet. It will be a quarterly lease of about $150 a quarter. We will be doing some other cool tools as well. So pullback zones and blah, blah, blah. All of the cool tools will be leased. Yeah. So this will probably never be available for Thinkorswim, for example. So thank you, Pedro. So we're just going down the lease with cool tools. You're welcome, Vic. So let me just shout out anything that you want me to look at with the zones, whether it's a stock, futures, forex, even crypto. I can get it on Ninja. Shout out now because I'm going soon. And don't forget those that last minute that want to get on this program for the apprenticeship. You need to do it ASAP. So here you have access to the online learning system anyway. We've got a live session on Saturday, and then it's all timed. So each week it's programmed to come in and you'll get access, yeah, from January. Yes, I will do, Fred. Just give me a bit of time. So we're going to look at Amazon and Tesla on the 5-minute chart, okay? With Elliott Wave Suite on, so bear with me. Did we get Elliott Wave on here? Yeah, 5 minutes. Go Amazon. The Guardian zones will be available during the year for the apprenticeship, and then you'll have to lease it after that, Wilbur. But all the training and understanding will definitely be on there. Oh my God, I need to bring ES over with a roller coaster on the zones while that's loading. Look at that. Off the 60-minute zone here, long, short into the 60-minute zone, long again, short again. This is really, and now look at it's defining this really sort of narrow range. You're not going to trade it. Oh, see here, you need at least 2,000 bars. Because I changed thingy, I need to change that to 2001. Oh, strong support right now. Oh, very corrective. Is there anything at the top there? You see the wave 4 pulled back into the green zone, pulled back to the 15 minutes resistance zone, but going short into this really long support, which is a mixture of the 5-minute time frame, the 30 and the 15. You just wouldn't take the trade. And that's the whole point of this, guys. It's about telling you when to stay out. That's why it's called a Guardian zone, okay? You don't trade it. It's not been very pretty on Amazon, I must admit. Okay, this was a decent trade. Okay, so this zone didn't appear until this third pivot here. Okay, yeah. So you see it now, but it wasn't there. This wasn't there either because it was these pivots here and this next pivot here that formed that zone. So there was fresh air from this wave 4 pullback. Then you got a 6-star xBrat algo, and the wave 5 goes all the way into that 60-minute zone just there. Okay. Freaking awesome. I'm loving it. This is about a year in the making. But people kept asking, and I kept asking the developers, and it was impossible. You can't do it. And now it's really good. So we can show previous zones as well, remember? Let me get rid of the daily. And there was another one for Tesla. Oops. Ah. So it's 2 to 4 hours a week. The apprenticeship live sessions are twice a month on a Saturday at 9 a.m. EST, and they are about 90 minutes long each. They will be recorded and in the online portal. So, and then after that sort of training week, where you do 2 to 4 hours with pre-recorded in education from me, you then do the live session, and then you go away, practice for a week, 2 to 4 hours, send in your homework. You know, I'll ask you to mark up charts, tell me trades that you shouldn't have taken, trades you should have done, set everything up, make some videos, that sort of thing. And that's what it is. So you're talking some weeks, 2 to 4, maybe 6 hours a week, sometimes 8, depending on the week. And then we will, I mean, it's gone. It's week on, week out. Even though I'm in Dubai from the 18th of January next year to the 23rd of April, I will be doing those live sessions from Dubai. Okay, so it's every week, whether it's me live or it's online learning, it will continue the whole freaking year. Okay, there is so much to cover because I want everybody to be super users of every single indicator strategy. Yeah. So we've got Tesla here. Tesla. Okay, this is pretty interesting actually at the moment with Tesla. We've formed a wave 3. Okay, what's below here? Ooh, that's the next support zone here. This is interesting. We've not formed a wave 4 yet, but I would love the wave 4 to come and test this zone, Vic, and then trade that 5th wave because there's loads of fresh air below. And that's what we're after. You see, that was in the daily zone. If we take the daily zone out, because we're only on the 5-minute. Oops, cancel. Don't know why that's not doing it at the moment. I think it's because I'm live streaming. I wouldn't mind looking at that on the 15-minute, actually. Yeah, there's your daily support zone on the $134-ish there for Tesla. I think it's got a break there, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. Anyway, guys, any last questions before I go? I've got to go and sort the dogs out. So VWAP Predator is available already. The Guardian Zones lease program will start in January. We've just got a few things to sort out on that for NinjaTrader only to begin with. You're going to have to bear with us on that. It will be easier to produce the VWAP Predator than it is these Guardian zones, because there's so much logic, and that whole has to be converted in code to different platforms. So it's a longer process, but we will get there. Yeah, it'd be available for Tradingview, but we need to develop it first. I'm sorry, it's just way too costly for us to do lifetime licenses on this, because it will need to be updated quite regularly because of the logic. So it's cost me an absolute fortune as well. So VWAP is available for Tradingview now. What I will do is, those already on the apprenticeship, if you have got Tradingview as one of your two platforms, get in touch with Damien and he will give you access. The access won't be until end of play tomorrow. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going. Drop me an email if you've got any more questions. It's been a great session. I've enjoyed showing you some really new good developments, and hopefully, well, I know they will help. VWAP is a totally different strategy for different market conditions, fantastic trading opportunities. And then the Guardian zones, as we start to bring on for more platforms, will save your bacon. And that's what it's designed for. It's not there to confirm a trade. It's there to stop you from being an idiot. Okay. Okay, guys, see you all. Have a great Christmas. I'll see you all in the new year. Cheers, guys. Thank you.